Hello students, welcome to my channel Parina Jain Tutorials. So here I am with my second video of the lesson acid, bases and salts. In this video I am going to cover about indicators. So let's understand. So what is indicators? Indicators are those substances which tell us about whether a given substance is acid or a base by change in its color or smell. So we have three types of indicators. The first one is natural indicator, then synthetic indicator and the olfactory indicator. So these are three types of indicators we have. So first of all, let's understand about natural indicators. So natural indicators means the indicators which we obtain from natural products like plants and animals. So these are called natural indicator. First example in this is litmus. So from where we get the litmus? We get litmus from lichens. So lichens, you must be knowing that lichens are the association of fungi and algae, and it is appears on a damp area. So for example, this is a damp wood. It appears on a damp wood, land, or in near the pond, lake. In such areas it is appear the lichens. Litmus which we get from the lichens, it is of purple color naturally, but out of this litmus we obtain two types of papers. One is red litmus paper, the another one is blue litmus paper. Not only with this paper, we can also test the litmus test with solution. So we have two types of solution, red litmus solution and blue litmus solution. So this is about the litmus. And the another natural indicator is turmeric. Yes, turmeric, which is available in our kitchens. So it's very easy to test with a turmeric. You could make a paste of turmeric by adding few drops of water to it and apply that paste to a piece of paper. Then rest that paper for a few hours so that turmeric paste get dry up. When that turmeric paste get dry, then you can cut that paper into strips and you can use it, the strips like we have of this litmus paper. In this type of strips you can cut it and then you can use it as a indicator. Then another type we have China rose. If you have China rose at your home or in your neighborhood, you can test with the China rose also. Then red cabbage, beetroot, these are also some other examples of natural indicator. Now let's understand that how we test with these indicators. For example, the first test we are going to do about litmus test. So what happens when the litmus test, how can we test with the litmus? For example, if we have a solution, okay, and the solution is colorless, we don't know about that which one is acid and which one is base. So we will add blue litmus paper and red litmus paper both to this acid. If the blue litmus paper will turn to red, that means the substance is acid. And again, to the second solution also we apply both the litmus papers to it. If the red litmus paper turns to blue, that means it is a base. So you have to learn the colors, the change of colors very carefully, because this is the basic the test of indicators. In neutral solution, there will be no change in color. So neutral solution do not give any test. So yes, next is turmeric test. We know that turmeric is yellow color by nature. So if we apply base to this turmeric, it turns to red in color and it detects about only base, not about acid. Why this is so? Because in acid it shows only it shows the same color, yellow color. It do not change its color. That is why it gives the test of only base. You must have seen sometimes we get a stain on our shirts of turmeric, and when we rub soap to it, then that turmeric color changes to red. So this indicates that soap is a base. Then another one is China rose. How can we test for China rose? China rose, if we take out an extract of China rose, so it will be of pink color. and in acid it turns to magenta in color, and in base it turns to green in color. So these are the colors that you have to keep remember, then only you could answer the questions. Now next is synthetic indicators. What are synthetic indicators? The indicators which are prepared in the industries, which are prepared with chemicals, they are called synthetic indicators. So first example in synthetic indicators is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is colorless in nature, and in the presence of acid it remains colorless. It do not change its color in the presence of acid. In base it turns to pink in color. A very beautiful pink color it shows like this. So this pink color indicates that the given substance is basic in nature. Methyl orange is your second example of synthetic indicator. As the name indicates, it is of orange color, and when acid is added to it, or it is added to the acid, then it turns to red in color. If it is added to a base, then base turns to yellow in color. So this means that by the change in these colors, we come to know that the given substance is acid or a base. How these indicators shows the test. For example, if we add litmus paper to the acid, it turns to red color, and if we add red litmus paper to a base, it will turn to blue in color. If we add phenolphthalein to the acid, it will remain colorless, and if we add it to the base, it will turn to pink in color. Methyl orange give red color test in the acid, and it turns to yellow in base. Now let's recapitulate what we have learned till now. We have learned that the acids are those which have H plus ions in their formula. So HCl is having H ion, that means it is an acid. H2SO4 is also having a hydrogen, that means it is an acid. HNO3, that is nitric acid, is also having a hydrogen ion. Acetic acid is also having hydrogen. So these are all acids. In the presence of, how we come to know about these acids? By using indicators. So if red litmus paper is used, that this red litmus solution will not turn to any color, that means it will remain to the red color only. Blue litmus paper will turn to red. So blue litmus paper will show the test of acid. Phenolphthalein will also remain colorless in the acid. Methyl orange will turn to red in color. Bases are those which have OH minus in their formula. So sodium hydroxide, which is a base, or calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, all these are bases in nature. So how we come to know about these bases? When we use the indicator, if we put the red litmus solution to it, that red color will turn into blue. That means it will show that the given substance is base. If we add blue solution to it, blue litmus to it, so blue color will show no change in color. Phenolphthalein will turn to pink, and methyl orange will turn to yellow. From orange it will change its color to yellow. So these are all the colors that you have to remember. Then next is about olfactory indicators. What are olfactory indicators? The indicators which show the presence of acid or base by changing their smell. Not by changing color, but by changing their smell. Olfactory means smell. So they show the presence of acid or base by changing their smell. So we know that onion is having a very peculiar smell. Vanilla essence we have at homes, and clove oil. Clove oil is also having a very peculiar smell. By the smell only we could detect that this is a clove oil. Now if we make a onion paste and apply it on a paper and keep that paper for resting for a few hours, and then we refrigerate that paper overnight, we take out that paper in the morning and we keep it for 5-10 minutes outside, then we use that paper for checking out the acid and base. If we apply a lemon juice or any other kind of acid to it, the smell will remain as it is. The smell will not change of onion. But if we apply any base, Base could be baking soda or baking powder. It could be toothpaste. It could be calamine lotion. Anything which is available at your home. So if you apply that base to it, or we could, if you having a chemicals, if you are doing this test in the laboratory, if you are having sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, so you could use these base. So you will see that the smell of onion will disappear. There will be no that characteristic smell. Same is for vanilla. If we apply acid to the vanilla, so the smell will remain as it is. There will be no change in the smell. But if we apply base to the vanilla, so the smell of vanilla will disappear. It will not be having that particular smell of vanilla. Then for the clove oil is also having a very distinct smell. In the presence of acid, it change its smell. The smell will get changed. And in the base, again the smell will get changed. In the presence of acid and base, the smell get changed, but these smells will be different to each other, and will be different to the clove oils itself, the smell. So this is the olfactory indicators. Now students, these are some questions to do so that you will be able to understand the topic better. And if you have any problem, any doubt, you could ask me in the comment section below. Thank you, take care, and stay healthy.